Yeah, my name's Roland, and I just wanted to say this has been a great event, a great retreat for me. And one of the takeaways was that when we went down to do the meditation, and then because of the rains, we went to the springs and watched the water rush down the mountain, and that energy behind it, and that flow of water in many different levels, very powerful, very gentle, going in many directions, but all meeting back into the river, was very touching. And again, all the wonderful speakers that we had, everybody with a same message, but in a different context, was very powerful for me to take away. So thank you.
I'm really glad I came. It's been a great weekend, connecting with everybody, getting to know people, and seeing people's hearts and sharing experiences.
Thank you. Today when Steve was talking, I really resonated with when he said, what if you're a lazy visualizer? And I truly think I fit in that category. So the thing I really took away is how important repetition is, that you keep it up and continue to do it. I don't think I'm a bad visualizer because I had a pretty good idea of my car. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's waiting there for me. So I'd like to thank everybody for sharing this weekend with me too. Thank you.
Wow, what amazing weekend. Thank you. I love you, everybody. It's amazing. My energy is so big right now, I'm taking up 3 chairs. And even much more than that. So yeah, just so glad I came, and so glad to meet each and every one of you and be a part of this. It's fantastic.
I was barely in the program when I decided to sign up for this at the encouragement of Elle and Rob won. How to remember, is he 1 or 2? And I'm really grateful. I just intuitively felt connected to them to take the chance and come. When I got here, when we opened the circle, I made the comment that I've been a student of consciousness for over 25 years, but anybody who's gained any level of mastery knows that mastery never ends. And that the one piece that I wanted to clear this weekend was disappointment and the expectation of disappointment. And since I can't find that anywhere in my being, I'm really grateful that to be in a really almost state of bliss and presence. So thank you, everybody.
Hi, I just want to say thanks to everybody. I couldn't believe how amazing everybody turned out to be. I mean, I expected really great people, but they were beyond anything I could have imagined. I knew several of the coaches from the coaching calls, but all the participants are just amazing people. And I think I stated that my expectation for the weekend was to reconnect with the program and kind of remember where I was, and I did that in spades. So thank you all.
Wow. Anyways, put bookends on this. My journey with Achieve started. I literally took you guys on my honeymoon. I got married one night, and the next night I started talking with Madeline, and Madeline was like, well, maybe you should have maybe a different priority, but so anyways, I don't know, but I still feel that sense of family with getting to know all of you, and it's just merged all into one family here, being under this roof, feeling so comfortable. I can't explain that comfort feeling. Wow. And all the feelings that have come out. It's amazing. Thank you. And I love you all.
Thank you. my takeaway from this weekend, I wanted to come here and feel like I belonged, and that wasn't hard to do. And I've spent my life hiding out, loving others. And I found out it really wasn't that hard to love myself. And my intention was to fall in love with myself. And I really am in love with myself. And I found that because it was reflected back in how much love I feel in front of each one of you. Like your hearts are all so open. And I saw myself in you. And I don't want this to end. I want us to create masterminds. I want to hear about the books we're going to write and complete the books we've started. And I want us to shine and be exactly who we are. And you're inspired that we do feel like I'll speak for myself, that I've hidden out and been afraid to show up in front of my family, my children, my grandchildren, my friends. And I no longer want to be anybody else's whatever they want me to be. I want to be who I came to be. I deserve to be who I came to be. If I were to die tonight, I would be so fulfilled in being here with each one of you, because you're now my family. And I thank you for that.
It's hard to speak after you.
Yeah, I was about to say,
What I realized the very first night, not the first night, but the very first night where we were in a group, when you opened the group, is that, I'm going to say it, I have known a lot of you for a long, long time. And it feels so good to see you again and to be in your presence. I just can't explain that. But I have known you for a long, long time. And I, as you said, in you, I can recognize me. And I'm not afraid to go now into the world. And I'm glad that I'm really thankful for Achieve Today, for the creator of Achieve Today, for its CEO, for all of you, all the coaches and all the support team, that you're here to help us see that. Because without you, I wouldn't be able to put the word on what I found out today. And I wouldn't have all the participants, all of you and all the participants to as a support to go into the world and be myself.
I want to say thank you, 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 thank you. I love you, I love you. I have so enjoyed meeting all of you, and you're just such amazingly beautiful souls. And I just find the diversity of, I don't know how to express it. We come in many different formats, and which I delight in. I delight in the differences, and I delight in how connected and how similar we are. And I think I said I remember what I wanted to do with in this experience, just to go deeper. And I was actually moved to tears 3 times over this weekend. I don't cry very much. In fact, I'm really good at not crying. So for me to get to that point 3 times in this weekend was really powerful for me. So a lot of things very deep things got really touched. So I obviously felt so safe here to allow that to be. And one of the things that I have tried to do my whole life is to appear kind of normal and respectable. And I got pretty good at it. But it's so wonderful to be in an environment where I can just be as weird and as strange as I really am, and have that be appreciated. So thank you, everybody, for just making it so comfortable for all of us to really be who we are, and the truth and the beauty of who we are. So thank you.
Thank you. I knew when I got that email that this event was happening that I had to be here. I think I was probably one of the first to immediately send back and enroll in it. and I was working with Jerry at that time, and my whole life has been different. And coming here, and just, I don't cry either, but but I have never, I've been to retreats, I've been to weekends and trainings, and I've just never experienced anything like this. The people here, going through the certification, it was like, I want to do this. But then after meeting all of you, it's like, I want to work with you or another company just as good, is how I put out there. I don't know that there is another company like you, but whatever. Somehow, I just have never felt like I belonged and connected to everything, and I'm just so grateful. Thank you.
I am so thankful to have met every one of you. I've said many times the last couple of days, it seems, but it just amazed me by noon yesterday how quickly everybody gelled. It was like somebody started talking and we all knew each other somehow. And it seemed very strange because we have such diverse backgrounds. I mean, vastly different. So it's just amazing. And the other thing is, I knew I was coming and I would meet Dan, my coach, who I talk to all the time. And I thought there's a chance I'm going to like him. Okay, there's a chance. And then to realize that every one of you is amazing in your own way, and to see that everybody that's working for the company is amazing and so diverse, but amazing. And I learned something from everyone. So thank you.
I have to agree with that. I've learned so much, and that was my whole intention, was to come here and learn so much. I want to do this again and again and again. I want to have a reunion. I want to get back together and have everybody. I want to hear how everybody else succeeds. I mean, this is so exciting. And in October, I'm going to be well. I am well.
We're all behind you. Thank you, and I love us all.
Well, I want to start off by thanking my dad for introducing me to Achieve Today, and also for giving me the opportunity to be here and to spend the weekend with you. I've learned a lot, and I think it really made me a better person. I think it both made us better persons, and thank you. I also want to thank Gail for being such a great coach and a genuine person. When I first spoke with him, I was a little bit reluctant, and he was speaking so fast with all this information, and so so I slowly took on what he said. I honestly didn't apply everything he said because I have my own personality and my own views, but I did apply a little bit, and I saw that it worked. And I saw that I was generally feeling better throughout my whole day. So I want to thank you for that. And also, I want to thank all of you for giving me the experience, because it's all of us, the clients and the coaches, drivers, everybody that really sets up that experience, because we all come in with, if everybody was in a negative mood, then it wouldn't have gave the same type of experience. But everybody was just great, fabulous, and beautiful, with a lot of great, amazing energy. Like, I met Emma for the first time, and she was shaking. I was shaking too. I could feel her energy. I don't know about you guys, but so I want to thank you for that, and for also giving me, sharing your experiences with me. I've learned a lot, and I really appreciate that. And if there's one thing out of experience, I don't have a lot, but there's one thing I know, is that we learn how to live in our higher self this weekend by being centered and by going in the woods and just connecting with nature and connecting with our divine. But society is like a demon. Society corrupts, and we'll fall down, and we'll back down to our old selves, and we got to stand up and be who we are, who we truly are. And it's an advice I give to myself too. Thank you.
My takeaway this weekend is my heart was moved by a deeper clarity of knowledge that I received here. My heart was also touched by a very moving testimony that we received this weekend that were fabulous. And most of all, my heart was touched by all of you. The connection I had with a lot of you people was very great. I'm grateful for it. And I'm obviously very grateful for the blessing of having my son joining me in that development.
Is that me buzzing? I feel like I'm buzzing.
That's everybody.
It's all of the energy in here. Well, I'm Patricia, and I'm over the top excited about the outcome of how I feel right now. When I signed up to come to this particular weekend, I was a little bit apprehensive because usually when I go places that take me to a higher place where I look inside of myself and connect with people on a higher level, knowing that we're all one. I know that within myself. I've known that for a long time. And yet, as we all do, we come around people that don't have that connection. And because I look different, I get different reactions from different people. And so I sort of kind of expected that this weekend. However, from the time that I walked in to the food, the eating at the office, right up until now, I've been blessed. I've been blessed to know that there's people in the world that my heart wants to see and that connects with me in a different plane other than what the world sees and talks about. I'm so grateful for the coaches. Madeline has been amazing. And I have grown from teaching, well, not teaching, but facilitating self-love classes. I developed self-love classes, and so I know love. I've always been taught love, and so that's what I do, I believe, easiest to everybody. So my self-love classes were great, so they said, but because I was not secure within myself with my own love, I felt as though I needed to step back from that and find out who I am, find out the love inside of me. Who am I? What am I all about? And that's what I came here this weekend to find out. And I've developed that class, and now I've started it back. I'm going to have it again starting June 27th for a weekend. And I am feeling ready, powerful, and that's why I had to share my song with you. Because I recognize that if I don't love me, I can't love you. And by me loving me, I can love you, which gives you the permission to love yourself. And once you do that, then you can love me too. And that just is continuous all over, all the time. So the universe that we visited just connected us all. I loved the mountains and the water. And all of you.
I enjoyed this weekend immensely. I loved hearing all the stories and seeing all the shining examples of people living the lessons that I'm learning. And one thing that I can see by watching the coaches, the other students that are all at different levels of progression, is that why should I be afraid of any of these changes? Because everyone is so beautiful and so loving, and I want to bring that out in myself. And I think that there should be no barriers, no obstacles, no limiting beliefs that I create myself. So thank you for showing me how easy it can be if I just really connect with who I am and who I want to be. So thank you for this whole weekend. It was lovely. Every bit of it was enjoyable, and I learned so much.
Well, there was a miracle here, and that's that you didn't have to mop me up off of the floor. Between what everybody shared and how it touched me, I just could have been a big puddle. Well, I may be. But it's amazing to come to a place with so many people and not feel the slightest amount of judgment. I mean, I could be myself. I didn't have to come up with a witty conversation. I didn't have to, I could just be here. And meeting all the coaches, putting a face to them all, and seeing how well versed and caring was really great. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.